Hey guys, as I promised, here's going to be my game room tour here. But I will say, this will probably be the last time. Actually, it will be the last time you guys see this room because I am moving here by the end of this month, so keep that in mind. It'll probably be a little while until I put out another video after this, but don't worry, none of this stuff's going anywhere. Yeah, I guess I'll just show off. As you guys can see behind me, I built that shelf. We'll start showing that off. Hang on here. I know I didn't do an instructional video on it, but this is kind of a... I've got all the wires here and stuff, because I was going to put these power strips on the back, but then I found out I've got to move, so hang on. Found out I got to move, so I didn't put anything on. I didn't organize the wires. I've got these. I'm sure you guys know what these are. These are the input selectors. I'm getting two 8 input switch selectors for this, but I didn't wire anything up. Basically, I only wired up my GameCube because that's all I've used. And everything's just kind of sitting on here, but yeah, I went ahead and I had all my handhelds laying over there. I don't know what to do with all those cases. Those are all wires and stuff for all my handhelds and batteries and things like that, but I went ahead and made a cool little display here with all my handhelds. This is actually the remote for this. You can dim it. I actually installed this on the back, that switch there, but yeah, I went ahead and did that. I finally figured out how to display these things a little bit better. Yeah, as you guys can see, this shelf turned out really nice. Took me about 3 days to build it. Got tongue and groove. You can see up there, I even made a groove for the LED to sit in there flush on each one of these shelves. And yeah, you can see how I made it there. Tongue and groove, it just sits in there. But let me get something else set up and I'll be back. Alright, figure I'll just show off this. This is my Atari, Intellivision, ColecoVision, the old stuff shelf. Well, this hasn't changed in a couple of years. I haven't gotten a whole lot. These are all my Intellivision games up here. I don't have many. I don't really play the Intellivision that often. But then my Atari games, I've kept them alphabetical order. I haven't gotten many new ones. Still got Chase the Chuck Wagon there in the case. And down here, I've got all those. All these ones. Not all of them, but from my collection there. These are all 7800 games. As you can tell by the ones sitting on the floor here, I don't have any room for anything else. All those are 5200 games. I don't know a good way of displaying them, but yeah. And then my 5 ColecoVision games I get there. I know it's dark down here, but and then the Coleco Atari games. But yeah. Also, I now only have 2 of the whatever it's called, Starpath Supercharger games. I know I have 2 of these. But yeah, I'll just show a brief overview of all these consoles. In there, this is another original Woody, and then this is the storage case. 7800, the television. I actually have my ColecoVision in my game room. Underneath here, I don't know if I've ever showed this off. This box is full of manuals and things like that. No, this box is full of controllers, that's what it is. And that's a stack of manuals. And this is just extra controllers. An Atari 400 computer with some manuals and games and stuff in there. And this bad boy down there is the Atari 5200. I've got a bunch of stuff. Like this is a 5200 adapter to play 2600 games on there. But yeah, I don't get into here very much. I don't even know the last time I opened that door. But yeah, that's that. Yeah. Alright, moving over here to my living room. I've got all my controllers still hung up on this beam. And they don't mind the mess of stuff over in this corner. It's all my hunting stuff. It's one of the reasons why I'm moving. It's because I've ran out of room. But these are all Dreamcast controllers over there. And then over here, got the N64 controllers. I know this isn't really part of the game room, but this is my current gen setup, my Xbox One. Down there though, I do got the Retron 5. I'll be back whenever I'm in my game room here. Alright, now it's time to show off some games. These actually three here are a recent pickup. I ended up buying the Pokemon Red because mine, I think, was a pirated copy. And then these are the Game Boy Advance videos. They're just episodes from the it shows what episodes from the anime. It's pretty cool. You just pop it in and play it video. These are the Genesis games. They haven't changed because I haven't gotten any more room. As you can tell, I filled up the top shelf. I'll just kind of get closer here so you guys can see some. These are my Nintendo games. A lot of these are from I had these since I was a child. I could still go back through and pick out each and every single one and tell you which ones I've had as a child. These are my N64 games. As you can tell back there, they're kind of double stacked right here. If you guys are wondering about this shelf, I'm sure you've seen it before. EDT 1138 originally built this, and then I kind of modified it to my own, putting these little supports for games that, you know, fall back or too short, like the N64. These are my Super Nintendo games. If you're wondering why I don't have that many, it's because right now prices are ridiculous, and I refuse to pay really high prices for games, so that's why I've got a lot of consoles and not a ton of games. Just because of that reason. These are my Sega CD games. Same reason, prices are ridiculous. If you see anything in this collection here, price, or like small sections like this, it's because the prices are too high for my liking. There's another one just in a plating case. These are all the Sega Master System, right there, those three, and then a few more. Oh, these are more Sega CD games here. My Dreamcast, I've got a ton of VMUs. Yeah. Alright, moving on to the Saturn. These are all 32X games loose here. Those actually, all these games I've got for like less than $5, so that's why I've got a bunch of loose. And then these are all loose Genesis games. Now, moving down a little bit, my original Xbox. If you're wondering why there's a gap, it's because my light switch is there. These three here, or this little section here, is computer. And then, hang on, there. I'll just scan through the PS2 real quick. Trying to make this as pleasant as possible. It's hard to go through all the games, you know. And then this is the VIC-20 games, the Commodore. The little box I had sitting over here, I finally figured out what to do with it. All this literature and stuff, I still don't know what to do with it, but moving down, these are just some of the cases for my DS games, which actually, I could show that real quick. My DS games I don't have on display, but I've just got all the Guitar Heroes, Rock Bands, Band Heroes, Viva Pinata, WarioWare, Rhythm Heaven. I bought these years ago. Blue Dragon, Pokemon Soul Silver, and I've got Pokemon Black too as well. As well as the DS or the Action Replay. I don't have on. You can't really display those, so. And these are my 360 games. These are all Guitar. Sorry, Guitar Hero, Rock Band, Rhythm games. And these are the rest. There's a couple games there I don't have cases for. My small Wii and PS3 collection. It's funny. I've got them both, but I can't even remember the last time I've turned both of those on. These are just the boxes for, all the games are up there, but these are the empty boxes for the N64. And then that is just some more Genesis games I couldn't fit up there. Those are all doubles though. And then these are boxed Game Gear games. Down here, I've got some boxed Atari games. They barely fit in here, that's why I've got them in here. Those are my small PS1 collection because I don't hardly ever play it. And then this is my Game Boy collection. Sucks if I want to find a game I gotta take all these out, and I need to get one of those labeling things and label these somehow. Those are a bunch of random loose ones. This is the Game Gear games, and then all this is just empty cases. Those are all the Pokemon games. I gotta add the red up there as well, which I've got Pokemon Gold down there. I'm almost done beating it. But these are all the Hyperscan cards. That's just a boxed copy of Pokemon Yellow, the Japanese version. Those are all my Lynx games I have, and inside of there is just some more PS2 games. But yeah, that's the game shelf. Sorry if that took a while. I will show you guys the rest of my stuff. Alright, here we are back. This shelf is just holds extra consoles, my NES, even though I've got, this one's a newer one, my newest one. That's actually the one that came in this box. This one's my childhood. This is just another one I got off Craigslist, and this is my childhood Super Nintendo. This is some random Commodore games that I couldn't fit on the shelf there. This is some more Commodore stuff, the printer, a bunch of discs for the disk drive, which I don't know if you guys saw, but I put a Commodore disk drive and the tape player on there. Sega Genesis Model 2 on a Model 1 disk drive, Sega CD. Just a bunch of random extra Genesises. Same thing. This is Model 2 Sega CD. We've got 32X and Sega CD on there. This is a power base converter. You play your Master System games on a Genesis. This is a random junk drawer. Everyone's got them. This is all stuff that relates to gaming, like a Super Famicom, or no, this is a Famicom adapter. I've got controller extenders, a bunch of them in here. This stuff, I'll show you real quick. This is how I hang posters on the ceiling, as you can tell. All this is hung up. Don't mind the tape. This is just, I've had these maps since I was a child, and this tape is just on there. It's not actually holding it up. But you get this stuff at Walmart in the crafts section, by like all the pencils and stuff. This stuff is awesome. As you can tell, I buy a bunch of it. Yeah, Just random junk drawer, and those are rubber bands for wrapping up wires and things. This I'll skip over because I've already showed it in previous videos, just Commodore stuff. This is just some more cases. That's a Sega Dreamcast. That's my NES Power Pad. Oop, well, never mind that. I'll have to fix that later. Down here, I've got my original 151 Pokemon card collection right there. I've showed that in a previous video. These are all my Japanese cards. Back there, I know you're probably not going to be able to see it, but I've just got a bunch of joysticks for different systems, and that's a steering wheel with the pedals. Moving up, that's the VIC-20. This is the box for the disk drive for the Commodore 64. Down there's another Commodore 64 box. And there's a Odyssey, the system and everything. And then I'll just do a scan over my boxes up here so you guys can see them. Oh, also I moved my Hulk poster over, as you can tell. But this is my Hyperscan collection here. I think I'm only missing one or two things still. I haven't even tried to collect for it in forever. This has no rhyme or reason, just whatever fit, I put it there. As you guys can tell. Yeah. Not looking to taking all this stuff down. It's gonna suck. There's another box for a Commodore 64 down there. And then this shelf here, there's an original Xbox. I've got a bunch of GameCubes. I've got 4 GameCubes. This one I bought because of the skin. These two were just a combo deal on Craigslist. It's a Halo 3 360, Halo 2 original Xbox. I know it's dark. That's the Sega Genesis Model 3 on top. And then I've got 2 original GameCube, or Dreamcasts. My bad. Let me move this chair back a little bit. Original PS2, 3 original PS1s, another PS2 on a stand, which actually that's what that stand is right there. Got a bunch of those T's, some wireless controllers for the PS1, and then a bunch more random stuff down there. Just gaming wires. That's an original Xbox backpack. And yeah, hang on. But yeah, guys, this has been pretty fun. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Try to make it as pleasant as possible without speeding too much. So, as I told you guys before, this will be the last video I'm going to be making for a long time because I'm moving. So, hope you guys enjoyed this game room tour. Thanks for watching.